Good evening and welcome. I'm Sheila Balgobin, principal of Simply Improve Health, and I help people to train better and longer and recover more quickly, have better sleep, and have a generally improved sense of well-being using plant-based products and simple techniques. Tonight, my subject comes from my own experience, as many things do, and it's about gifts, the gifts that we're born with, the talents that we're born with, and using them and sharing them with the world, and why it's important. And I use that my own experience as an example. Tonight, I'm talking to you as with a different hat, my hat as the dream detective. Now, a dream detective, you wonder, is what? A dream detective is a person who is able to help others to decipher their dreams and use the information that they contain. And that's what I am. Now, that's easy for me to say now, but it's been many years in the making that I was able to even articulate that, much less declare it out openly or out loud to others. And there were many reasons for that. Didn't want to feel weird, didn't want to feel strange. I mean, you want to fit in with other people, and you don't want to talk about things that people that would just shy away from it because they don't understand and think you're strange or something is not quite right with you. So my inborn ability as a dream detective, which is something that has been handed down through the women in my family for generations, was something I ran away from. And I did other things. I was a banker for 20 years and did pretty well with that. I worked with a charity delivering complementary therapies for 15 years, and I was happy with that and did that well. But there was always something inside of me that wanted to be expressed, and I wasn't able to because of that fear of being thought too much of an oddball. But nevertheless, that desire that was in me had to be expressed, and it's been in the last year that I've finally been able to claim that gift, claim that heritage of being able to understand people's dreams, and honor it and use it for the benefit of others. And that was part of my journey. I had to be ready to be able to do that. But what struck me about this was that we all have gifts that we are born with. Some have maybe several gifts, but certainly we all had at least one. I mean, it could be being a great cook. It could be being an artist, a musician, a dancer, a plumber, understanding cars inside and out. Whatever it is, we all have something that lies deep within us that needs to be expressed. And when we don't express it, what happens is that we live a life that is colorless, that is maybe passionless. I mean, and I don't mean, sexual passion. I mean passion. It's something that makes you want to get up in the morning and do something. The kind of love for something that you could do it 26 hours a day if you could, and forget to eat and sleep while you do it. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. That burning desire to accomplish a particular thing is probably the gift that you need to be bringing to the world. And even if you don't present it or share it to earn a living, certainly it's something that will enrich and enhance your life if you allow it to see the light of day. And again, I use my own experience in this, in that It was only when I finally claimed my heritage as a dream detective that my working life started to turn around, that people started to come to me, to speak to me, to want to know, learn more, to find out more. So, and that engendered a flourishing in me, because that it was like a muscle that gets used. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And that's what it's been like for me. And I'm sure if you think about something that maybe when you were a kid, that people said, oh, that guy, he's a born teacher, or she's a born dancer, or that one's going to be a doctor. And maybe they're right. But is that what's truly in your heart? Is that what, when you think about it, it sends shivers down your spine because it excites you so much? If that's not, if you don't heed that call, it sets you up for a lifetime of frustration and confusion and anger, because you're not living who you are. You're not being who you are fully. And as I said, it may not come as a function of work, of earning a living. It may be something you do as a hobby, carving, doing wood carvings, or putting together stained glass pieces. Whatever it is, that is your calling, and it's your pathway to joy, quite frankly. When you're doing what you truly love and truly what is part of you, it shines from you, and people see that, and people respond to it, and which in turn feeds your spirit and makes you strive even more to bring out even more of yourself to show people. So I would challenge you to think about, what is it in your life that is such a passion, such a strong desire to see or do or accomplish, that it stays with you and has stayed with you maybe for years or a lifetime even. Just explore it. Explore it. Life is short and regret lasts a lifetime. There is no better time to do it than now, because tomorrow's not promised and yesterday is gone. So live that dream that lives in your heart, that's like a little seed that only wants a bit of watering to be able to flourish. I can guarantee you, just from my own experience, that when you finally acknowledge the gifts that you have, whatever they may be, and not belittle them, but celebrate those gifts. Oh, I'm not very good. Stop that. Just stop it. Because if you don't believe in you and you don't believe in your gifts, then nobody else will either. And that was my problem. I believed in myself, but I didn't believe in other people's ability to appreciate my gifts. And I hid them. And I stamped them down, and I pushed them away, and I did other things. But in the end, I had to, I had to do it, because doing anything else was making me unhappy. And life is too short to be unhappy, isn't it? So those are my thoughts about using our gifts, sharing our gifts. And they are gifts. And they're gifts that we should be giving to others, because when we give our gifts away, we get back gifts as well. Gifts of appreciation, of love, of support, of joy, and satisfaction of seeing something that you have given to others that they truly appreciate. Your gift is actually your purpose on this earth, whatever that may be, whether it be, like I said, a good parent, it could be a great baker, it could be a figure skater or a golfer, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be this, wow, I'm going to change the whole world kind of gift, but it can change the world where you live. And it should be used not just for other people's benefit, but for your own as well, because then you will truly be living who you are. And that's very important. So many of us walk around this world not living up to our full potential. We're doing other things and letting that seed go to waste inside of us, the one that wants to flourish and show who we really are. So I would challenge you to think about, what is that seed that's lying in you, dormant, waiting to be watered and to be able to flourish and show the world exactly who you are. That's my thoughts for the day. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on replay, do let me know and type replay. You can add some wows, some love hearts, some other emojis if you like. And if you have any comments, leave those as well. Thanks again for listening and watching. Have a great evening and rest of the week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.